What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscean Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk, baby. Before we jump into the topic, can you smash that like and that subscribe, man? I'd appreciate it greatly. All right, this topic for this video is the Nicola Bulley case. It's an update, right? And not so much on the thing that I want to hear about, which is the autopsy, because that's really, to me, it's going to clear up a lot of speculations once we get that autopsy, right? Because then we should know, toxicology. We should know if it was foul play, because the only thing that it could be foul play on this, because when they retrieved her body, they would have known straight up if something was amiss foul play wise, physically, right? By seeing her, they would have known something. But there is one thing that they can't know by seeing her, and that's possible strangulation. So I would like to see the autopsy, and I would like to know if that is the case, or if it's drowning, or what it is, you know what I mean? And that'll clear up a lot, right? But that's not the update I can give you right now. So what the update is that I can give you right now is the craziness that's surrounding this case, right? So they law enforcement in the media there have like created these scapegoats, and I've talked about it in my past videos. And one of the scapegoats was, one of my fellow creators, Curtis Media, and he was demonized like bad, right? He was demonized for just going out and doing freedom of the press and asking questions and just kind of like seeing what's going on with this case, trying to find, what's actually happening, get some actual news. But the locals there didn't like it, and they, not all of them, but some of the locals in the area didn't like it, and he caught some harassment, and then they started calling the cops on him. Well, they ended up going to his area and arresting him brutally, and I say brutally because the way that they handled him was ridiculous, and the way that they treated his grandparents was absolutely ridiculous. It's uncalled for, right? So they remove him. Well, the locals there are still complaining, right? They're still saying, well, there's still, social media people here, and they're just, they're causing, a ruckus. Dude, really? Really, people can't go to the area that if they're not from there. That's how it's ran there. Nobody has the rights to go enjoy that area. Just because they're there and they're not a local doesn't mean they're there for the YouTube and the TikToks and whatnot. And so I just find that a little bit ridiculous. They're literally asking for security patrols, which is happening. It's nuts, man. It is absolutely nuts. And I don't know, man. It's so crazy to the point where now they're putting a no-fly zone in, right, for the funeral, because they think that people are going to show up for that too. Which, whatever, that's fine. Do that. Make sure that nobody's there disturbing the funeral. I agree with that. But the way that these locals in the area are treating non-locals, everybody that's a non-local now is a ghoul, right? A social media ghoul. That's what they're calling them. Dude, you have the right as a citizen to go where you want, man. Unless it's private property, you can go, you can film, you can ask questions, right? If somebody doesn't want to answer, cool, leave them alone, which is what most people do when they're doing what we do, creating content, right? Going out and doing the research, freedom of press, baby. And I don't know, man, it's just the more and more stuff that comes out of this, and the more that these locals react the way they are, and then the way that the law enforcement there is acting the way it is, and the way the press is just, it's creating more of an issue than anything. It's creating more mystery and speculation, because what do the locals want to hide? What are these people doing that's upsetting you so bad? Why? Dude, just let it roll. It's gonna go away eventually, unless there's something popping in that area. And I say that, because, dude, I've had a lot of locals from there, not necessarily from where Nicola, lived, or that parish, but other locals in the UK. And they're telling me hey man, there's something up. You should just keep following this case, because there's something up. There needs to be pressure, because they're not allowing us citizens from the UK to properly follow this case and ask questions and this and that. And Curtis Media can't even post about this case now. Legally can't post about this case. He's been pressured and bullied by law enforcement and legal actions to not follow this case, right? It's crazy. It's I don't understand that. I guess me being American, we don't get that, right? As long as you're not doxing people, or spreading, like uh, disinformation that is like basically, tearing down somebody's character, which I haven't seen that happen. All I see is people out questioning the narrative, questioning what happened, and questioning why law enforcement, failed pretty much for like 20 some odd days to find Nicola. Which, I mean, I question that too. It doesn't make sense. Hundreds and hundreds of people searching the area, dive team specialists searching the area, like law enforcement. I mean, it's like, how did they miss her? So, I mean, of course, how are you not going to have questions? How are you not going to have questions? And the other thing is, too, is the law enforcement there doesn't want to accept that they screwed up with this lady's mental health situation. She was going through some stuff, right? She was going through some hormonal stuff, and this case is not so much linked to other cases, but there's other cases just like this where there's been women, right, that have been going through some stuff with menopause or whatever the case may be with hormonal issues, and been on meds, and with dealing with some serious stuff, and it gets downplayed. It gets downplayed. These women go missing and they just downplay it. They just pretty much write them off, and it's crazy, dude. That needs to be addressed. And all these people are doing, all these creators, these content creators like Curtis Media were doing, is they're just looking for answers. Like, why is this happening? Why aren't people addressing these situations and taking it more seriously? It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, at all, dude. I can't wrap my mind around what it is that these people are tripping on, unless it's to cover their butt. I mean, that's all there is to it. So basically, I mean, I understand the locals, it's a small parish and they want to quiet and this and that. Cool, whatever. But you got to understand, all these people are trying to do is help you in your small parish, man. They're just trying to help get answers and make sure your law enforcement department is held accountable for the way that they handle these cases. It's a problem there. It's a problem there. You can go look at all the missing person cases that have happened recently and the way that they're handled, and most of them you're going to be like, wow, man, why did they handle it like that? And then why is there a response towards people searching and investigating it? Why the response? Why is it that they don't want that? Like, I don't understand. Like, here in the States, when we have somebody go missing or something is amiss, and like, law enforcement will ask for help, information on the situation, right? So in this case, in the UK, in this small parish, like, they don't want help. They don't want help when their law enforcement department literally can't do the job themselves, but they don't want help. It's just a really strange situation, guys. I don't know. I guess it's strange to me because I'm not there. And for a while, I was just going to back off of it and not actually cover this case at all and just let it go, because it's across the pond. It has nothing to do with me here. But the feedback I've been getting from UK locals, in my chats, Instagram direct message, because if you don't want to chat down in the comments or anything like that because you want to stay anonymous, I've told everybody you could hit me up on Instagram, the Real Piscean Predator on Instagram. You could DM me if you have information or you just want to give your opinion on it. And people have, and they're like, dude, no, stay on this case, report on it. Anything that has to do with this, please report on it, because they're not allowing us to do it over here. And if we do it, they're going to come after us. So basically, creators have been feared into not being able to, delve into this case and ask questions, which to me is like a red flag. That being said, guys, that's kind of the update. I agree with the non-fly zone for the funeral. That's respect. I get that. That's complete respect. But all this begging for extra patrols in the area, like, because they're worried about content creators going there and researching and filming and this and that, doing things within their legal rights, that's just bananas, man. That's bananas. It's like, what's really going on there? Why doesn't law enforcement want people asking questions? Why? And they don't want people asking questions on the level where they're literally going to go travel, have another man arrested in another area because he shot a video. Because he shot a video. Whether you agree with the video he shot or not, he shot a video. He took the video down after community, was not cool with it. He donated like money to the family, apologized for that, and then still law enforcement's going to go after him. Now all that tells me is that he was sniffing around things they didn't want him sniffing around. So that being said, I'm gonna keep following this case, and I'm gonna keep letting you guys know what's going on with the content creator that got arrested and has got legal things pending on him because of this situation. I can't imagine in the States going somewhere, filming an area and everything, and getting in trouble for filming where I'm legally allowed to film. It makes no sense at all. And yeah, dude, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this case. I know it's wild, but definitely let me know. And if you're a local there and you feel some type of way, let me know down there. And if you want to talk to me like direct on the low, you just anonymous, hit me up on my Instagram, send me a direct message, and we'll talk. Because I'm gonna keep following this case since y'all can't do it, since they won't let you do it. I'll do that. I'll do that for y'all. But anyways, you guys, this is your boy, the Piscean Predator. You all have an amazing night. Yeah, much love, y'all. Peace.